We were wondering if you'd like to scope new spring looks with Mallory Loves Makeup, add some cute felted patches to your clothes, or pick your signature scent.
Spring has sprung here at the Wonderly Way.
Her YouTube channel may be called Mallory Loves Makeup, but this 18-year-old YouTuber knows fashion too.
Check out these tips on how to bring some of that high fashion to your hometown.
Hey there, I'm Mallory. I'm so excited that spring is upon us, so I'm going to be sharing with you 3 of my favorite spring runaway trends. One trend that I'm seeing absolutely everywhere for spring is black and white. I love this trend because it does have such high contrast, but I think it can be a little bit difficult to make it seem fresh and current because it is such a classic idea. So one way to do that is to use very bold and graphic prints and pieces to kind of make it a little bit more modern. Here I did that with current pieces like this color block peplum top and printed palazzo pants. I accessorized this look with some blue wedges and a pretty pink lip. My second favorite trend for this season is leather, and I love this all the time, but in particular this season we're seeing kind of a full body version, and that's often done with a dress, but the dress can be pretty heavy on the wallet, if you know what I'm saying. So one way to do this is to take your leather jacket that you can wear in the fall and winter and spring normally, and pair it with a kind of pair of pleather shorts or skirt, and I think it's a really kind of current and updated way to do the full body leather. The last trend I'm styling is statement sunglasses, and I love this trend because it can kind of elevate your outfit to a whole new level of chicness. So here I'm just wearing it with a pretty monochrome colored outfit with kind of bold accessories like a chunky necklace, sandals, and the sunglasses. Some of you styling black and white, leather, and statement sunnies this season. Now back to you, Hannah, to teach us how to needle felt.
So it may officially be spring, but it's not quite warm enough to put away those winter clothes just yet. But it's super easy and fun to add some of these needle felted patches to some of your winter garments, and you will turn them into the perfect transition piece as we head into spring. It's really easy to do, and it only requires a few materials, which are listed in the description below, so check that out there. First, you are going to want a stencil. So I'm gonna grab my foam block, place it under the part I want to patch. Now comes this. This is called wool roving. You are going to place your stencil on your shirt where you want it, and then place this wool roving perfectly within that stencil, making sure you cover all areas. And now we grab one of these guys. This is a needle felting needle. Be very careful because it's super sharp, but also if you look closely, it has these barbs on it, and that's what makes it a needle felting needle. So don't just use a regular sewing one. Make sure you grab one of these. Once everything's in place and the wool is covering the area you want to patch, we are going to stab it. Now the key to doing this, I found, is to kind of start on the outside and work your way in. And as you're doing it, the little barbs on your needle are going to be matting down the wool. And it's going to be poking it through so it's adhering to the fabric on the other side. And we will see that the wool is poking through. So this takes a couple minutes, but you'll notice it's really starting to flatten and look like a patch. Once you think you're almost there, remove your stencil and give it a little smoothing out. It looks good. Grab your spray bottle, give it a couple squirts, and hit it with your iron on the wool setting. It's gonna flatten it all out and give it that final shape that you want. After a couple of strokes, it should look all flat and lovely. And voila, one of your winter garments now has a new look for spring. With the new seasons, it's common to want a fresh change. And for some of us, that's a new haircut or a new wardrobe, but there's another awesome way to mix things up, and that is by getting a new signature scent.
Okay, so Let's get started. What do I do?
First, you're gonna wanna reference a fragrance wheel, and that's gonna give you the basic notes or categories of scent.
Okay, so let's say I already know that I like the smell of gardenias. What does that mean on the fragrance wheel?
That means you're gonna wanna start your search with something with strong floral notes. Then you go to the store. Be sure when you go that you're bringing a wool scarf with you, which I know is weird because it's spring and wool is not springy. You're gonna wanna sniff through the wool scarf in between your different samples of perfume. That's gonna trap some of the scent molecules and help clear out your nose.
That is weird.
It's kind of weird, but it works. So the all-important thing in this is testing out the perfumes on your skin. You're going to take about 4 different perfumes when you've narrowed it down to that many. You're gonna squirt one on this wrist, one on this inside of your elbow, and another one here.
Okay, and why the inside elbow?
That mimics the wrist in temperature and blood flow. You're gonna wanna pay attention to how it reacts specifically with your skin because different perfumes smell like different things on different people based on everybody's individual chemistry and pH balance and all
So
that.
I'm guessing I probably should not wear any lotions or anything that might have a scent going in.
Right, you wanna be pretty much a blank
Clean.
slate going into
Okay.
this, so there's no confusion. Also, something super important to pay attention to is how the scent develops over time as you're wearing it.
So the scent is going to change?
It is, yeah, based again on your body's chemistry and on your body heat and whatever else you are doing with your day. It's gonna change.
Well, there you have it. If you see me in a department store inhaling a wool scarf, now you know why.
And if you want to join Chrissy in picking your own signature scent, you can check out a link to the fragrance wheel in the description below.
And let us know what your signature scent is in the comments.
Well, I think that's all the wondering we had to wonder on today's episode of The Wonderly Way.
Well, I was wondering if you're already subscribed.
Haha, bonus wonder.
How wonderful.
Bye, guys.